up. Oh, nice.
Hello and welcome. This is Alchemistexe, and this is the banner overview for the week of June 23rd. So Shenmei has a summer memento. Nefertiti has one too, but that is free via the quest for them, so no need to worry about that. And otherwise, there's a couple of noteworthy banners that potentially could be a good use for, at the very least, discount tickets, or some might be worth pursuing entirely, depending on if you want what is being offered. There's a few paid banners, including the 100 summon ones. I think that they're decent, but not necessarily the best type of paid banner. I just think they're just a little too expensive, and depending on how it goes, it might not be worth what it costs. Then there's also a seal paid banner. I definitely don't think this is worth it, because while they do guarantee the max stats, it doesn't guarantee anything else. Like the ones where you're going to care the most about the stats, like P attack, M attack, crit, etc., they can have multiple stats. Like getting a max stat on P defense rather than crit is only going to help a very small number of characters, like say Asuka or Logi. And most of the characters are going to want that crit. And then not even getting into being the right seal category, right? Because if it's, say, Magic Circle and the character's got nothing to do with M defense, that's not going to help you much either. So I don't think this is a good use of paid gems, even if it's like a little bit cheaper. And into the normal banners, there is a 3-step special summon, which I don't think is worth it at all. You can get Nefertiti fairly easily via the Babel quests, Shenmei's normal pool unit, and I think if you wanted to get Suyi, the best way to get her would be via the Louise shop. Now we get to an actually interesting banner. So in this case, you can choose 3 units, and then on step 9, you'll get one of those 3. So if you are like me and you either have all of the units or the ones that you don't have, you're just not that worried about, then this is not a banner for you. However, if there are 3 units, and especially if those 3 units are the hardest types to get, so the kinds that would require the unlimited 5 steps, like say Nimble or Bianca or Dark Nyx or Dark Mira, say just these 3. And especially if you're not that worried about one of them in particular, you just want a really good unit, then this is a pretty good banner in that case, because being able to get one of them, and they normally cost like 65k plus gems to guarantee, I think that it's good, if you're in that category. Then we have the Limit Break Festival. This one has a pretty good pool. Now, the Step 7 is not going to guarantee. You won't be able to select which one you get the 375 shards of. That being said, though, it is a very good pool of units. And even then, going to Step 7 is not really that necessary. It's a good way to burn discount tickets, especially if you're 100% free to play. Then we have another one where this one does have a selector, but all of these units except for Suyi are either normal pool or might as well be normal pool because of 3 times a day quests. So I definitely don't think it's worth it in the same sense. Then we've got the new Memento banner. So this one, if you are all about Shenmei, then I think that it could be worthwhile, because the Memento for Shenmei not only is going to be a damage boost via like water all attack from both the VCR and the Memento itself, but you're also going to get skill use +1 if you max Limit Break. And that's pretty good, because Shenmei's got some good things that she can do, especially with restricting enemies' movements, restricting their ability to do status effects, and then also just being able to do untyped damage, which occasionally is very helpful. But I don't think that it's a must-have Memento in general, though, just because I'm not convinced at this point that the Memento is enough to really elevate Shenmei. Like, I still think that she's good, but not, like, excellent. Then we come to another interesting summon for Mementos where it is a 7-step with a selector, and then you also get a bunch of reliefs. So as far as whether or not you want one of the featured Mementos, if you do, then I think this is a pretty excellent banner. Like, say you want Ignacio's or Bianca's or Ainz's Memento and you haven't gotten them yet. This is a great way to get it, and then on top of it, you could max limit break a limited Memento as well. So definitely good use of discount tickets potentially there. Then we have a Summer Memento banner. This one I think is less good just because I don't think the pool is as great, but if there's one of them you really, really want, you could get 6 of the same one. I just think that the pool here is not worth the cost in terms, especially like if you got a result you really wanted, then it would be, but otherwise, if it was for a character you don't use, then I just don't think it's worth the gems. And then also of note is that the Catanova Sacred Stones banner is also around for the rest of the week. And because this one is just all Sacred Stone mementos, it could be another good way to burn some discount tickets, especially if you are concerned that the final week won't have anything as appealing. But yeah, that's all I've got. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see what they announce for next week, because if it's nothing particularly appealing to me, then I'm going to burn my discount tickets on the Catanova one. Otherwise, I'll save them. So yeah, if you are summoning this week, I wish you good luck, and I will see you all next time.